Welcome back everyone to another video. I know it's been a minute. It's been a crazy January. So the first video I was hoping to make with this car was to fix the gas leak and then drive it. But I was thinking the gas leak was possibly the fuel filter because it was dripping down from the fuel filter. So I was really hoping that was it because that's a pretty easy, cheap fix. But it's not. As you can see, the gas leak is coming from above the gas tank. So I'm gonna have to get a little more in depth with this bad boy. But before that, I think we're going to clean it because it is very dirty. And I think my grandpa's car deserves a little better than that. There we go. Beamer is washed and dried, and it only looks a little better. This car is gonna need quite a touch to get it to, really shine. So, ooh, I think this is duct tape residue. I think my mom had a tarp taped on here for some reason, but I'm not sure what'll bring that off. Maybe Goo Gone? Maybe not. I don't know. The only other thing is that brake dust. This stuff will not come off. I had the pressure washer right on it, and it wouldn't budge. The bane of any BMW owner's life is the brake dust. All right, I will let you in on a little secret. Whenever you have black trim like this right here, or down here, and it starts to fade, like it is on the bottom here, this is what you want. Motul Shine and Go. Developed for all the plastic parts on a motorcycle, it makes that plastic pop like new. So let's go ahead and use that. Now be careful, you don't want to get it on glass. It has, I'm not sure what it's made of exactly, but it smears glass really bad. Let's get it down here. Look at that. You can see that difference. Like new. And it stays. I mean, this stuff like really adheres to the plastic. It doesn't fade very easily. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the car. Looking good. All cleaned up and deep gloss black. All right, we are done with this part. All washed. I did the windows as well. I saved the interior for another video because it's gonna be a pretty big job. I'm not sure if my mom detailed the interior since I last did it in 2008 when she took ownership of it. Yeah, that thing needs to be mounted back up, but she needs a little work, but I'm up to the challenge. I have a lot of experience detailing cars, so we'll make her all right, get her all cleaned up. But so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put her back in the garage. I'm definitely gonna have to buy a car cover. This has been the first video in the restoration. Yeah, I was really hoping to fix it and drive it and start doing stuff to it, but that is still to come in the future. I figured I could at least wash it, and kind of make it look decent. It definitely needs polishing. This paint is starting to fade up here, and you can't really see it now. No, I haven't spent all day cleaning. I went away for a few hours, came back and finished. It gets dark early this time of year, so I will say the German quality on paint and materials is insane. The paint on a Subaru is thin, and the sheet metal is thin because they want to keep the car light and fuel efficient and all that. This car is heavy duty. I mean, they use thick metal. Everything is like heavy. So the car weighs 18 tons. It's a high quality machine, so I have some grand plans for this guy. Stay tuned. I think the next video I'm going to do the interior and get that finished. It wasn't easy, but I got the BMW back in. Don't ask me how I got a car that doesn't run back into my garage. But I can tell you, my garage is tight. No room. That thing is going to go up for sale when it warms up. And, yeah, it's like garage Tetris in here. This was gnarly, trying to fit everything. One day, I'll have a huge, like, hobby cave or something, like a hobby garage. That's all for this video. I'm going to bed. I am tired. It's been a day. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.